Hey guys, Mike from B Tech Reviews here, and today is February 9th, 2024, and I just wanted to share another Metro by T-Mobile deal. So thanks again for following my channel. If you guys are tuning in after the stream, please smash the like button. Please follow if you guys like the content, and please share on your social media platforms if you appreciate what I do here. So again, I am going to be sharing another Metro by T-Mobile deal here. In this case, the iPhone 11 and 12 have deals currently running on Metro by T-Mobile. I've been seeing ads about this going online, especially for local like stores. But I'm just like, well, let me see if they decide to do something in store, or I'm sorry, not in store, but online. So let's go ahead and share the website here. And again, if you guys are watching, again, please smash the like button and join in on the chat if you guys want to, chit chat here. I would appreciate that. Definitely talk about it. Keep the chat going. I'm gonna take a look here at what I'm doing here really quick, so I can share the stream with you guys. Basically, there you go. I'm trying to just smash the like button, but anyways, hopefully everyone's doing good tonight. Let me go ahead and do a screen share here. So again, if you guys are interested in porting your number over to Metro by T-Mobile, currently you can actually get a new iPhone. Well, not a new iPhone, but an iPhone that is an older generation iPhone, but still, if you've never used an iPhone, then let's go ahead and get this going here. So here we go. Again, we are on the Metro by T-Mobile page, right? So if you scroll down on the page over here, you're going to see that the iPhone 11 and 12 have promotions going on currently. Let's start with the iPhone 11. So I actually had the iPhone 11 back when it first came out, and definitely an interesting design change from the iPhone X or 10, whatever you want to call it. In this case, they are just offering the iPhone 11 64 gigabyte version of it, which, if you think about it, you're going to probably most likely lose 20 gigabytes out of the box just from the software and, the bloatware that you get with apps from, Apple and also Metro by T-Mobile. I'm not sure what you're going to get as far as bloatware from Metro by T-Mobile, but with the Android devices, they make you install like all of the stupid Metro apps by default. Once you activate the service, it automatically downloads all this stuff. So again, you're really going to be limited on the this version of the iPhone, which again, I don't know. Obviously, it just says iPhone 11. You only get one color option. Sadly, when I had the iPhone 11, I had the product red version, so I enjoyed the color. I liked it a lot, and it worked pretty well. Like for what it was. My only gripe about the device is that it didn't have an OLED panel. It just had a regular, Retina display, I guess, which was just an HDR or whatever, HD 10 plus or whatever you want to call it display, which, at the end of the day doesn't really look too great if you sit it next to an iPhone with an OLED panel. So anyways, let's go down to the prices here. So if you're actually trying to just get a new line with Metro by T-Mobile, this line is really not discounted at all, or the phone's not really discounted at all. It says it's $249, marked down from $499, which I just think, that phone being a 64 gigabyte version, regular price at $499, I don't think that's accurate. I think that's probably a little overkill for what it is, or for what it can be. And bring your number device. So if you bring your number right, you get it for $0 down, which to me, I think this seems like it's an in-store deal. So it says, to bring your number, our mobile experts can assist you at the nearest Metro by T-Mobile store. So it has to be. This is more of a in-store deal, which kind of sucks, right? They should kind of put it saying in-store deal on the web page. Oh yeah, so we finally got somebody in the chat here. We got Aletia. Shout out to Aletia. How's it going? Hopefully everything's going good. She says, I don't suggest getting I would assume an 11, since it's basically dead by next year. So yeah, the 11 came out, I want to say, in 2018, 2019, because I think the iPhone 12 came out in 2020. So this is the 2019 model. This phone is basically already 5 years old up to this point. So you're definitely right. So, and that's why we're going to go to the iPhone 12, because the iPhone 12, I think, still has a good couple of years of at least updates, as far as iOS goes. Um, to that specific degree. Like my iPhone 13 is on iOS 17, I believe. So, again, this one might only have a year or two left on, like she says, a year left, right? Basically. So, again, if you're just trying to transition and get an iPhone, then you want to get an 11, I would probably not do it, honestly. But that's why we have the iPhone 12 here. So iPhone 12, which is going to still be a little more expensive the than the iPhone 11 if you port in your number. So bring in your number, you're gonna get the iPhone 12. It's gonna just cost you $99.99, not including taxes, not including the plan. So, and Alatia says the iPhone 12 has about 3 more years of updates, which is good, obviously, right? That it really all just goes back to it's Apple and deciding on what they want people to use, etc., like that. I still see people using iPhone 8s and whatnot out there every now and then. So they're even using like the iPhone 6s pluses over here. So here we go. Here's the iPhone 12, right? Which obviously it's a newer model from that. Again, 2020 year came out. Again, I don't know why they're giving customers they're charging customers $529 for a 64 gigabyte variant, which to me that's not right. I hope that's different in store. When you actually go to the store. But again, bring your number. Again, $99 when you go to a T-Mobile store, or our mobile experts can assist you at your nearest Metro by T-Mobile. So again, $99 plus tax. One color option online. So really, I wouldn't call this an online deal, right? $529. Really, you could probably get something a little bit better. You can even probably get your hands on a used iPhone 13 or even an iPhone 14 for probably about the same price as that. So definitely something to think about if you want to transition over to an iOS device. And I'm only really promoting these deals because again there are people that like iPhones out there, right? And again these you might be have an older iPhone, right? Maybe you have an iPhone 10 or a 10R, and you want to upgrade, right? So definitely an iPhone. I would say skip the 11, and like Alatia says down here in the chat, Alatia says, well, an iPhone here, that's basically unusable. Yeah, I understand, right? Especially with updates to apps and everything like that. I mean, it's just crazy how these phones. But you know what? I have to commend Apple for their longevity when it comes to their devices, because again, I think if you can get a good 5 years out of a device like the iPhone 11, etc. Like I know Tito still has the iPhone. He still has the iPhone 10, even though I know he's rocking an iPhone 12 now. And I think he plans to keep that device until the updates stop, basically. So he said he's going to keep that device for another 2-3 years as well, like you said. My iPhone 13, I don't exactly know when that one's going to stop, but I'm still rocking it. I don't know if I'm planning to move over to the iPhone 15 anytime soon, or an iPhone 16 maybe later on this year, right? That's really and I've seen kind of things about the iPhone SE also. I don't know if you guys seen the new iPhone SE that's coming out. It looks like it's finally got a refresh on the look, full screen, OLED screen. It only has a 1 camera sensor though, which is kind of surprising, but really, with the Apple software, you really only need 1, honestly. Let's see. Alexia says, yeah, those prices are bad. Yep. Go figure, United States for doing stuff like this, right? Let's see. The best thing about Apple is the 7-year update commitment. So, I think that's why Google also is transitioning over to the 7-year update commitment when it comes to their Pixel devices now. Now, of course, I believe this is only going to be for the Pixel 8 and going forward now. I don't believe anything below the Pixel 8 is going to have 7 years, which, any Android device that has at least, I would say 2 or 3 years worth of updates is pretty good. But I feel like I don't see how people can use devices like Samsung or whatever, because I don't know what really their commitment is to getting updates when it comes to Android. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about that either, especially because so many people unbox the Samsung S24 Ultra, right? But and like really, how long are you gonna have that phone? Um, that's just my opinion though, right? Everyone has their quirks and things about that. And me, like I'm kind of leaning more towards Motorola devices now when it comes to my Android devices, or at least I'm kind of trying to get back into the unboxing and smartphone game over here. So that's something that I've been looking at personally, and I'm really enjoying using Motorola devices recently over the last month. Especially with the Motorola Razr and the Motorola Stylus 5G from last year, right? Definitely there's gonna be new devices coming out, right? So I'm definitely excited to see what's going on with that as well. I'm gonna plan to keep the Razr for at least a year, hopefully, or at least 6 months, until the phone is definitely unlocked. But what do you guys think? So again, would you get these two devices, or would you get a phone that I've been wanting to get for a minute here, which is finally on the T-Mobile or Metro by T-Mobile website, right? Which is the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE, right? So again, this phone is finally available online, or maybe not. I don't know. It says add to cart, new number. It was available online, already sold out. It was available a few days ago. But yeah, I'm clicking new number, and it says line discount applied. It's $199 online, and in store it is $99. So definitely. This one is basically getting last year's flagship level when it comes to Samsung's chipset, right? You have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor. You do have a 4500 milliamp battery. You do have super fast charging, right? Triple camera setup, which you're going to probably get a very good camera out of this. You're basically going to get all the functionality of the S23 minus the price, basically, right? It's IP68 certified, right? So it is waterproof to some degree, right? No headphone jack, but definitely a lot of people are not complaining about that. 8 gigs of RAM out of the box, right? So I definitely wouldn't complain. Let's see. Aletia says, I wouldn't get the 13 because the screen has problems. They break when you update the device, and it's a hassle to get repaired. Well, I have the iPhone 13 Pro, and I've never had an issue with my screen. Knock on wood, right? I've had this device for a couple years already, actually. I'm going, I think, on 2 years of this device coming this month, actually, already. I think I got it like in late February, early March of 2021. Actually, no, 2022, I'm sorry. I want to say that's when I bought this device, the iPhone 13 Pro. So far, no issues with my device other than the battery, of course, declining. But the phone still gets the job done for me. Pretty much, you're gonna get flagship level specs with the S23 FE. I believe that's something that is a good option. Yeah, I think one of my cousins said she has the A71, and she says it's a very good device. So I haven't gotten any of the Samsung devices past the A50 series, right? So right now, I had the A54 last year. The A54 was a very solid device. I really enjoyed the A54. I honestly regret kind of selling it, but I needed some extra Christmas money and I just needed extra cash for the holidays, so I ended up just getting that instead. Worked with Apple support for like 6 months. A lot of our calls is colored screen problems on the iPhone 13. Well, my mother also has the iPhone 13, I believe, and she has not had any issues with the screen, or she has not complained to me about color. So I don't know if it's just like I guess certain devices, I guess, because my mom has had her device for a while also. So I guess knock on wood for that. We'll see. She hasn't complained yet also, but really, if I had to choose between those three, I would actually get the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE. And with RCS finally coming to iPhone, and hopefully them having some sort of integration with iMessenger and messaging on Android. I'm hoping that eventually I might not have to use an iPhone anymore, honestly, because Android is just up there already when it comes to the software and the usability of their devices. And don't get me wrong, like they have been also for a couple years now, but I have not wanted to get rid of my iPhone 13 Pro just because, or transition back to Android just because, one, I enjoy the build quality of the Apple devices. Two, the updates. I think I enjoy the updates. The apps just work flawlessly most of the time. I don't really have an issue with any of the apps. I've never had my phone crash or turn off or restart on me due to overheating or anything like that. So excuse me. I am falling asleep over here. I mean, I am tired, by the way. But anyways, guys, I really wasn't planning to make this video too long. Aleti, I do appreciate you being here. Let's see what we got going on else on the Metro by T-Mobile. Let's just go to the home. Let's go to home, right? Welcome, No Nonsense Wireless. A15 right now is still free, obviously. I do have more to talk about on that device. I do want to get the case for it first before I do a little more on that. You can still get the Moto G Power for free on Metro by T-Mobile, and you can get a TCL Tab 8 LE. I don't know what LE stands for. Pay zero activation fees online, save instantly. Upgrading to iPhone is easy. Pay over time with Smart Pay for customers with 12 months of tenure. Save instantly. Yada yada yada. The Moto G Play upgrade for just $1.9. I definitely wouldn't get a Moto G Play or a Moto G Power. The only Motorola mid-range device I probably would get would be the Motorola Stylus, again 5G, which is from last year's, and I've been tempted to test out the T-Mobile internet, guys, just because there's really no commitment to it as far as contracts go, right? It says add a home internet line to your Metro account. Get your first month free with an instant rebate, and then pay $50 a month with autopay or $55 without autopay. You'll need to purchase Gateway, but it can be returned within 60 days if you're not happy. So, try it out for 60 days, and if I don't like it, then who knows? But let's check out Boost Mobile really quick before we get out, and then we'll go ahead and close out the stream here. Just for the heck of it, just to see what they got going on, because I might actually, I'm getting a new device, which is going to be the Motorola Think phone, and I definitely want to maybe possibly try out, just ordering a SIM and getting one of these online deals, right? Which 25, the bring your own phone plan, $25 a month. I think that's a pretty good deal. New customers only, new customers. So, no hotspot with the $25 plan from what I'm seeing here. But, if you go to the $40 plan, you actually get 12 gigabytes of mobile hotspots. So new customers only. So that's Boost Mobile, right? If you have the $40 plan on Metro by T-Mobile, you get no hotspots. So there's the only difference there. Latia says might be a certain batch of the phones. Yeah, it could be. Again, I'm not too sure about that. I haven't heard anything about the iPhone 13s. Again, my iPhone 13, I believe, has the latest software update on it. Let me just double check, right? I want to make sure it does have it, right? So mine is at 17.3.1, and it actually does need an update. So I guess I'll go ahead and update now. Shoot, since it's charging. Don't know. It says text may unexpectedly duplicate or overlap while typing. Okay, so this update provides bug fixes for your iPhone, including, so definitely. Usually I have my auto updates turned on in the background, but anyways, let's see what phones they got going on here. At least, so you can get the Samsung A15 for just $39.99 with their $40 plan, right? Which it's not that's really not that bad of a steal. The iPhone 12. you could get for $199. Ugh, sorry guys, I had a long day at work, and I have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to go to work as well. So I still need to go jump in the shower. Um, so really, it looks like they have somewhat similar plans. The only thing I see really that might be kind of enticing is the Solero phone, which I'm not a fan of their Solero devices. Well, I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I've never actually used a Solero device, but um, definitely for $9.99, I guess it doesn't hurt to try out. Specifically, I don't know if I would get this specifically. I mean, just to kind of have for the $10, and then just try it out for a month, and then let's go back to Boost here, just because I want to make sure that see what phones they have here, at least as far as promotion. Let's click on sale. Let's put on sale. Obviously, the S24 is not on sale, so featured devices. Well, according to Boost Mobile, it's unlimited data, but I think they do cap you out at like 30 gigabits, which I've had other YouTubers like CVTech, post about it, and he's had I think he still has their $24 or $25 plan, and they don't cap. I don't know, I've never, I use a lot of data on my devices, guys, so. Look at that. You can still get the iPhone 13 Pro Max for $9.99, so that's pretty crazy. iPhone 11 Pro for $637, TCL 30 for $25, iPhone 13 Pro, which is the phone I have, $899, which I think when I bought that phone, I bought it for like $1,200, but I bought it with 256 gigabytes of internal memory. So iPhone 11 they're selling for $399. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know if that's a deal or not, honestly. I'm gonna assume, like, it says continue to plans. They have a white version, but at least you get 128 gigabytes of storage. So I feel like this is a more realistic deal. But again, like you said, this is not going to have any usability after next year once it gets that last update. And once that happens, you're not really going to get a lot of added security. So that's definitely a device I wouldn't get, especially if you want like the latest updates on your device. Let's go back. Solero 5G Plus is only $49, but I think you have to get the $60 plan. And I think the good part about this device is the only thing I can say is that you're getting 256 gigabytes of internal memory. So, you're going to have a lot to play with when it comes to taking pictures and videos, or downloading games on the device, right? I think I would probably choose the Plus over the regular Solero 5G, just because bigger screen. The only thing I don't like is that it's the same chipset. It's got pretty much the same specs internally. The only difference is the screen size. You'll get 8 gigs of RAM on this one, opposed to the 6 gigs on the regular Solero. Same battery, which you have a bigger screen. Same processor, MediaTek 6879. You do have wireless charging though, so I guess for a phone that you can get for under $100, which again, still really not that bad. But again, like I said, you have to be on the $60 plan to get this, so definitely would not recommend. And I hate that, like, Boost kind of like, I hate that Boost really just doesn't. Oh, look, let's click Motorola. They kind of force you to get the $6 plan if you want to get some of these deals, and I just think it's not practical. Kind of a fan of the design of the Motorola devices now, guys. Now the 2023 designs are nice. Motorola Edge 2023. I think what killed this device was that they put a media processor in it. But if you get the Motorola Edge Plus, which is kind of like their version of like the iPhone Pro or whatever, or the Samsung Ultra, I guess. And this is a very good looking device, by the way. Like, I'm not a fan of phones that have edge screens, right? But I like the way the device looks. The only thing that kind of kills it for me is the fact that it has again, it's a MediaTek processor on this one, But you have a very good screen, 165 hertz refresh rate, HDR10 plus, 6.6-inch screens. You got the triple camera setup, right? Like, and I mean, this looks basically like a Pixel 7 Pro. But again, going back, and wow, they're giving you 512 gigs of internal memory also. Aleti says, please no MTK processors, right? You're getting a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor out of this box, right? Triple high-res camera, but again, going back, okay, no, this one says it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, but if you go to the Motorola website, okay, this is the Motorola Edge Plus. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. This is the Edge Plus. I thought this was the regular Motorola Edge. Regular Motorola. So this is actually a pretty good deal. I think you can actually get the Motorola Edge Plus unlocked for like $699. So, and they're giving you a 512 gigabyte version. This is actually very tempting, honestly, also, guys. But I think if I had to choose this or the S23 FE, I would choose the S23 FE. But you're basically getting a flagship phone with this device, the Motorola Edge Plus, and like I said, it's a good looking device, honestly. This one has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which again, flagship processor, you have 500 gigs of internal memory. I'm sorry, Alate, this one does not have the MediaTek, but the regular Motorola Edge, the one that's not the Plus version, has basically has the MediaTek processor, so something that you might want to skip. But I think this is actually a solid deal for this device, right? Again, I'm actually getting the Motorola Think phone, which that's going to be an unlocked device, and I got it for the same price as this, basically, without having to pay for that. And the cool part about that is I can just like literally pop in one of the Metro by T-Mobile SIM cards into that device, and I can just use the service on that, rather than continue to pay for whatever. Or I can just transfer my eSIM from one of my visible lines to that, which I end up doing later on, who knows. Especially like on my Pixel 7 Pro, right? But I definitely, this is actually a good deal, I would say, if you guys are in the market for, you want a flagship under $500 and you want to get, and you're already a part of Boost Mobile, definitely consider getting a device like that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Samsung devices, right? It looks like we got like 5 people watching, guys. If you guys are just joining in, smash that like button and chime in on the chat. Let me know your opinion on some of these these phone deals, especially because this is prepaid, right? A lot of people avoid prepaid because yes, a lot of the times you do have to buy the device outright, but you don't have to you don't pay extra for your monthly bill, which a lot of people that go to postpaid, they offer you, oh hey, get pay for this device over 24 months, 2 years, right? But I don't know, I'm just not a fan of that. I've never been a fan of financing your phones through your mobile provider because your bill ends up being like $200 a month, and I'm just not a fan of that. So check this out. So the S24 being $599, marked down from $799. I don't think that's a bad deal at all. I think it's a good looking device. Definitely, you're not going to get like the high res screen like you would on the S24 Plus or the S24 Ultra, right? But, this is still a flagship phone at the end of the day, right? You're going to get a very nice looking screen. You're going to get a very good camera setup as well. I don't know if this shoots in 8K, by the way. The phone I ordered actually shoots in 8K, but most of these devices, are going to shoot 4K 60 frames a second, right? That's what you're going to get. Let me take a look here. Switching to tasks is easily. My only gripe about this is it has a very high-end chip, right? Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, right? Which is, probably the latest Snapdragon, right, that you can get. But 4,000 milliamp battery, right? Smaller screen, though. You have a 6.2 AMOLED 2X FHD Plus display, right? 8 gigs of RAM opposed to like the 12 on like the S24 Plus. So, it is going to be somewhat slower, but, I don't know. I mean, for $600, I don't know. I think, I would rather, spend the $9 on the Motorola Edge Plus, have a much nicer screen, have, maybe an older version of the processor, which you have a Gen 2, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 instead of a Gen 3. But, again, nicer, bigger display, longer battery life, just overall better specs in general. So it would be hard for me to choose, especially at this price, because, this is still very expensive, $599, when you can go and get the Pixel 8 for like around the same price, or even cheaper. I think the Pixel 8, you can get it for I believe like it's $549. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Have a little bit of snot in my nose. A25. This is a phone that I've been actually thinking about getting myself, right? Not too bad of a deal for Boost Mobile, $99. I'm assuming it's going to be the $60 plan, right? I think this you can get it free with Metro by T-Mobile. Also, I might have to go back. I'm sorry. I think it's the same price with Metro by T-Mobile, but you don't have to pay for the $60 plan. You can get the $99 plan. I'm sorry, the $4 plan rather than that. So with the new line, it's $99 on Metro by T-Mobile. Also, pretty much identical as far as the body shape. They're pretty much making all of their devices look the same now. So, if you have an S24 or you have, something like this, obviously the chin gives it away a little bit, though. Like my Samsung A15 has a little bit of a chin. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look amazing either. So I definitely just want to put that out there, guys, that, if you guys are, trying to get the 15 or the A25, go for the A25. The A25 does have better specs in the long run. It does have Alatia says Gen 3 is the latest. Yes, I know the Gen 3 is the latest processor. So let's just go over the A25 specs, and then we can maybe wrap this up here. So you do have a 13 megapixel 8 front camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 50 megapixel main camera, which I want to say that 50 megapixel is on like all of their devices, honestly. 2 megapixel macro, obviously. It's gonna take good photos, right? Like I said, to me, like, photos even on mid-range or low budget phones are still are getting good and getting better now. 5,000 milliamp battery, right? Again, you're gonna have very good battery life compared to getting an S24 that only has a 4,000 milliamp battery life. 6 gigs of RAM, right? Which, the A15 only has 4 gigs of RAM, which you can definitely you can tell right out of the gate. It does have 25 watt fast charging. This one does have an Exynos processor, so it's an octa-core, but it's I'm pretty sure it's going to be throttled down a little bit. It's a 1280i. I don't know where I would put this as far as the computing processing when it comes to this in the A54. Probably, if you can get the A54 for cheaper, get the A54. But this is a Samsung chipset, and not to say that they're bad, right? Because they're not, but at the same time, right now they're not on par with what Snapdragon is doing, especially as far as the the capabilities of the processor, the power, the fluidity of the devices, etc., like that. So about the same size as you would get on the Samsung A15, although this one has 120 hertz refresh rate, and I believe the A15 has only a 90 hertz refresh rate, which again I'm not complaining about on either device, but that'll go back to better gaming, better transitions when you guys are when you're trying to open and close apps, right? You're going to get less bugs. Here's the A15, right? Again, I want to go over the specs there. Just again, this one I believe only has 4 gigs of RAM, right? Yep. 128 gigs of internal memory. The MediaTek processor, which definitely, again, you can tell this has a MediaTek processor. I don't know why Samsung just doesn't put a lower end Exynos processor chip in it. I don't know why they went with MediaTek. But it is what it is. Can't complain there. This phone is basically the A25 with dumbed down specs, right? So this 90 hertz refresh rate. You still have an AMOLED display, right? FHD plus. The screen is a nice screen. You still get this 25 watt charging. You still pretty much get the same camera setup. The only difference is the RAM and the processor. That's pretty much it. I feel like that's the only difference between the A15 and the 25 is the RAM and the processor and the refresh rate on the screen, I guess. But But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. So we don't have anybody in the chat. I don't know why. We have like 6 people watching, but no one's in the chat. So if you guys are lurking out there, smash the like button. If you guys are lurking, say hi before I get off, just because I definitely want to make sure that all of my B-Tech fans are at least acknowledged here by me. So but again, new customers online only. You can get half all of our monthly unlimited plans, but it says new customers only. So if you're on the $40 plan, you can get it for $20, but for how long is my question, right? So like if you wanted the $40 plans, you can get it for $20 a month. Half off all monthly unlimited plans, new customers only, online only. So how long does this actually last, right? So check this out, right? Auto pay is required, right? So like let's say I get a boost number, right? I can get the $25 plan, which again gets you unlimited talk and text, can get you unlimited data, auto pay, and whatever. But again, I might actually do this actually. So we'll see. I might actually do this because $12.50 a month for like a single line, and this is basically a Boost Mobile line. It could be because I'm sorry, T-Mobile line, because in my area, this again for me it would be T-Mobile. So I know in some areas they piggyback off AT&T. For me, it's T-Mobile, and I have no issues with the T-Mobile network. I definitely wouldn't need a hotspot either. Auto pay is required. $20 plan is tempting though, but again, like it's not something I need, so I might actually order this little SIM card kit just to test it out. And again, I'm getting that unlocked device very soon, so that might be something for me to try out on their network, right? So, and again, the cool part about this is I can always port my number over to Metro by T-Mobile if I want to get one of those online deals over there. So but anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the chat here. Oh no, look who finally shows his face over here. I knew you was lurking. I knew you were lurking over here. Latrizzle, hopefully you're doing good, man. This is actually a pretty good deal. This is a limited time offer, by the way. I don't know how long this offer is going to last, but you guys already know that there's other promotions like Visible that have offers right now. Again, it's income tax season, so I feel like they are they are okay. I don't know, I just got here. Okay, my bad, boss, my bad. Well, we're just going over some deals. I was going over the iPhone deals on oh, you got a dog. We'll post some pictures on Instagram or Twitter, man. I would like to see. You say you got a pup. Wow, okay. Latrizzle got a pup. Wow, that's interesting. Well, I got 4 of them, and believe me, they are all a pain in the butt, man. They are babies, man. So good luck with that. But yeah, man, I was just going over some deals on Metro by T-Mobile, and of course, you know me, I always like to get on Boost Mobile and kind of go over their plan stuff as well down here as well. So getting $12.50 unlimited plan, I'd be interested to see how long that lasts, right? Because I know that $25 plan is popular, right? But for $12.50, having a unlimited line, unlimited talk and text, unlimited data, for that much, wow, that's very interesting. Okay, you say on my playing with my new pup on my OnePlus 12. I posted a pic. Look on there. Okay, I'll check it out later, man. I will check that out later when I get the chance. Once I end the stream. And yeah, I heard you got the OnePlus 12. Were they sending that device out, or are people just ordering that device? I'm hearing a lot of good things about the OnePlus 12, right? Which, again, I'm not really too keen on OnePlus. I know I've used a few of their devices in the past, and I wasn't like disappointed in them. Like I just feel like the OnePlus name is kind of like disappeared. It's kind of dying out here in the US. Latrell says, I don't like Boost. It's garbage in my opinion. Well, it might be in your area. I'm not sure. For me, like, because I've, tested out Boost mobile devices, in my area, the network where I live is actually relatively good, so I can't complain too much. And again, for $12.50 a month, I wouldn't mind putting one of their SIM cards in my new device that I'm getting, which will be the Motorola Think phone. Oh wow, you hit them up for one, man. Sheesh. How do I get into contact with OnePlus? I need to get into contact with OnePlus over here to see if they can send me a OnePlus device also. If it was through X, let me know because I can just maybe message them through X over here. So let me see. Do I even follow OnePlus? Let's see. OnePlus. OnePlus. Is it OnePlus or OnePlus USA? Because, you know, or I don't know. Maybe you have some sort of contact email. But, you know, definitely I know there's a lot of people unboxing their devices. Okay, you're not talking about the network, just Boost in general. Okay, I got you. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't. What's going on, Tech for Your Needs? By the way, man, the chat is finally starting to come alive tonight, guys. What's going on? It's our. I hope everyone's doing good. By the way, Happy New Year. We are just going over some deals over here. And okay, Latrizzle. Well, you know, again, no worries. I know there's probably everyone has their opinions on companies itself. So you know, definitely respect your opinion on that. Oh, you're saying you got an email from OnePlus, though. Okay, dang. So they reached out to you. That's pretty badass, dude. Okay. Or you say you have their email. That's pretty cool, man. I maybe I'll message them via Twitter or something like that. I don't think I have their contact info. Can I message them? Let's see. Oh yeah, I can definitely message them. You know, maybe they would send a device to me, maybe they wouldn't, who knows, but we'll see. But hopefully everyone's doing good. Let me get myself on the camera just so that you guys can see. I'm a little tired and a little, and I'm wearing a muscle t-shirt, by the way, so you're gonna probably be blinded. You're gonna be blinded by the lights over here, by the way. So you're gonna be blinded by my by my white arms, by the way. I wish I could put like a filter. Oh, okay. Well, send me a DM, man. Maybe I can send me their PR email. You know, unless that's a private thing. You know, maybe I can reach out to them as well. Okay. Okay, you hit up their email. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. Let me. Whenever you get the chance, you know, if you feel like it, or if you can, you know, send me their the email, whatever email you have from them, and maybe I can reach out to them or contact them. Maybe they would maybe they would like to send a device like that to a small YouTuber like me. We're closing in on 14,000 subscribers, by the way, guys. So I want to shout out all of my new followers, by the way, because definitely I have been trying to pump out more content this month, not just unboxing videos, but also just doing more live streams, being more consistent on the channel. And my subscriber rate has gone up also. I'm getting more subscribers just from again doing more videos. Not as much as I would like, obviously, but I was going from maybe like 25 to 30 subscribers over the last couple months per month to this past month. I believe I had like close to 70, I think, new subscribers. So I'm super hyped up about that. So Tech for Your Needs, I'm doing good, man. Hold on, let me I'm gonna change my t-shirt here just because I don't like what I'm wearing right now for you guys. So one second, guys. And I'm still here. I'm just want to switch up shirts because Chula, you're not eating your food. All right, I'm back. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Let's get the camera back on. Let's get my hat on over here. My 7-Eleven hat, by the way. Just because. Let's get better lighting in here, by the way. Whoa. Okay, that's too much. There you go. But yeah, thanks, Latrell. I really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, if you guys are just joining in, I was just going over some deals when it comes to Metro by T-Mobile and Boost Mobile. Definitely considering this $12.50 unlimited plan, right? I wonder how long that's gonna last, though. Let me turn off the screen share just to do it really quick, just because. Okay, I'm gonna click buy now. Let's see what happens. Check out. So it is going to ask for my name, obviously. It's $12.50 a month. So again, so this is going to be the $25 unlimited plan, discount half off. I want to know if this is like forever though. Like, am I going to pay $12.50 forever, or is it only for like a while? Like, I want to know if there's any. Let's see. By clicking buy now with either pay or with PayPal, you agree to pay with the amount due today. Your service will not begin until your SIM is activated. If you are getting a new phone number, your SIM will automatically activated 2 to 3 days after the order. If you do not activate your phone on the Boost mobile network within 30 days of the purchase, you will be charged the full MSRP of the phone. But I'm not ordering a phone. I'm just ordering a, I'm just ordering this or whatever. So let's see. Prices and surcharges are subject to change. So anytime plan downgrades are unavailable. You also okay, yada yada. Okay, again, I'm just looking at the plans of service for now, I guess. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing good. What's everyone up to? Latrizzle, are you working tonight? Tech for your needs. Let me know how you're doing. Also, if you're still there, we finally got a few people in the chat. I think I only had one other person chatting up there, which was Alatia. I don't know if Alatia is still in the house or if she's still lurking. There we go. Let's put this over here, or let's put that in the small screen actually, just for the heck of it. And yes, I did change shirts. Sorry guys, I didn't want you guys to be blinded by my whiteness, because I am super white. And I do need to get like a green screen so the background doesn't like glitch out as much as well. I have like a green screen tote thing, but like I need like something to hold it up, and I don't have anything to hold it up. So I want to get like a pop out green screen though. So $12.50 due today. excuse me. Oh wow, you're saying Milwaukee took out 2 of my tires in 2 nights from potholes. I'm exhausted. Oh man, I don't know how you have to deal with that. I don't know how you dealt with that. I mean, I'm assuming the first night you probably just did what everyone else would do and change the tire. And then the second night you would probably have to call for, maybe a tow truck, because you might not have the, an extra spare tire, right? Obviously, right? But again, with the winter, I don't know how the winter weather is over here. Where I live, it's a crisp 71 degrees out right now. But like a week ago, we were in the evening, we were in the 50s. And during the day, it was like in the 80s. But now it's just like the weather during the day is starting to warm up. It's starting to feel like spring already. It's barely February. So I'm not enjoying the weather, but it's still not super hot to the point where like, your body is physically feeling it. Alatia says she's still here, but she's just walking home. Okay. That's nice. That's pretty good. I would like to sit here and chat longer, guys, though. I am a little tired, though, and I do have to be up in like less than 6 hours for work, actually. So I need to hit the showers and try to get some sleep before I go to work, because I have an 8-hour work day tomorrow, the day before the Super Bowl, by the way. But I am off on the Super Bowl, so maybe I think me and Tito are going to live stream on my other channel, which is the Deathlock podcast channel. Alatia, I don't know if you're subscribed to that, but if you can, subscribe to that as well. My goal is to at least get that channel to 100 subs. It's a wrestling related channel. Latrell, if you're not subscribed to the Deathlock podcast, please subscribe. I actually followed you on X, and follow me back, please. Let's see. Latrell says, I had to call to get somebody to change the spare twice because a Lugna issue. It feels like the world's against me. Why I'm exhausted, not physically, but mentally. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, Alatia, the channel is actually, if you go to my main YouTube page, if you look at like I share all of my channels on there. So just go to my main page and you can see it. It's called the Deathlock Podcast. It should be like right next to the Side Hustle Mike channel. So if I would appreciate it if you want to go and follow there, that would be awesome. Right now I'm sitting at 32 subs on that channel, by the way. So we are just, it's me and Mill Hustles, and Tito. We do collabs, but I want to try to make that channel something a little bit bigger. I even made an X page, that way I can live stream my my streams on X on that Twitter page, because I feel like I'm just messing with my algorithm when it comes to posting my wrestling content on my tech channel. I feel like it's messing with it a little bit, so I'm trying not to post anymore as far as my wrestling related stuff on the B Tech channel. So you probably won't be seeing any more of the wrestling stuff on the B Tech channel anymore going forward. So I'm just gonna literally try to post whatever I can on X. And I'll try to share on my X account as well and my other socials, like the actual channel itself. But it is what it is, guys. We'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. So again, I appreciate y'all being here. Latrell, get some rest, man. I know you say you're mentally drained, and send me a DM whenever you get the chance on that email, so I can maybe reach out to OnePlus and maybe maybe get the device. And I know a lot of other channels already have the device, etc., like that. But I would love to try to take a whack at that as well. So again, guys, Mike from BTech signing off. Thanks again for watching. Check out the Metro by T-Mobile deals and Boost Mobile if you're into Boost Mobile, and y'all have